Across the vast and untamed plains of Africa, life pulses with unmatched intensity. Here, every breath is earned through struggle, a constant test against hunger, drought, and silent predators waiting for the right moment. Nothing is guaranteed in a land where nature rules without compromise. In this unforgiving world, balance is preserved by an ancient and unyielding law. Some must fall so that countless others can move forward. It is a natural cycle that may appear harsh, yet it sustains life in its most authentic form. Predators sharpen their instincts, prey refine their speed and awareness, and the smallest creatures survive through unexpected ingenuity. Each sunrise signals the beginning of new trials. In a single day, a frantic chase may unfold, a deadly confrontation may occur, or survival may be secured through sheer perseverance. And still, within this raw struggle, Africa reveals a rare beauty, one that exists only where life clings fiercely to every moment. Millions of years ago, Mount Lengai scattered a unique ash across the land, rich in calcium and phosphorus. That volcanic gift transformed the soil, giving rise to grasses of exceptional nutritional value among the most fertile on Earth. For this reason, wildebeest do not follow rainfall alone. They are also guided by an ancient geological memory. The mineral ash continues to nourish vast plains, spreading like a living mantle over ancient basalt rock. Within the endless cycle of life, the wildebeest migration is more than a journey for survival. It is a powerful expression of the planet's natural rhythm. An immense herd, estimated at nearly 1.5 million animals, remains in constant motion. Each year, they complete a circuit of roughly 200 miles across the Serengeti Mara ecosystem, an area spanning over 11,600 square miles. Half of this passage unfolds across Tanzania's Serengeti Plains, while the remainder stretches into Kenya's Masai Mara National Reserve. Nothing along this route is left to chance. Every shift follows an order shaped by survival instinct. The goals are clear: locate fresh grazing, secure reliable water, and reach safe grounds for calving, the three pillars that sustain life in the African savanna. rainfall transforms a region and new green growth emerges, the herd moves without hesitation. Old ranges are left behind not from neglect, but because life demands forward motion. The great river crossings, where hundreds of thousands confront the jaws of Nile crocodiles, create scenes that are both harrowing and awe-inspiring. Each migration season, an estimated 35,000 pounds of animal remains enter the rivers. Yet this loss becomes nourishment for the aquatic world. Phosphorus levels rise by more than 450%. Carbon nearly doubles, and nitrogen increases by 78%. In this way, nutrients are rapidly recycled, enriching riverbeds and sustaining countless forms of life. Every hoofbeat does more than ensure the survival of the herd. It feeds the land itself. In their endless movement, wildebeest carry the deep heartbeat of East Africa, binding geology, grass, water, and life into a single enduring rhythm. The sun is only beginning to rise over the Nudu Plains. A thin veil of mist still clings to the ground as the cool morning air settles across the landscape. In the hush of dawn, a coalition of lionesses moves carefully toward their target. They have tracked the wildebeest herd since nightfall, and now the timing is perfect. One young animal starts to lag behind, and the hunters know the window of opportunity will be brief. Two lionesses glide silently along the flanks, positioning themselves to steer the herd toward a vulnerable zone. At the same time, another waits ahead, concealed in the grass, prepared to block the escape at the critical moment. The wildebeest sense the threat hooves strike the soil. Bodies leap in alarm, and order dissolves into chaos. The herd surges toward open ground. In an instant, the hidden lioness bursts from the grass. power and precision combine as she accelerates to nearly 60 kilometers per hour. Her claws lock into the prey's side, and a decisive grip to the throat cuts off both airflow and circulation. Within moments, the chase is over. The remaining wildebeest scatter across the plain, leaving the fallen animal behind. Among lions, males with darker, fuller manes typically carry higher testosterone levels, signaling strength, dominance, and defensive capability. Mane color and density are closely linked to reproductive fitness and social rank. The cubs, meanwhile, are not limited to a single mother. They may nurse from any lactating female within the pride, even if she is not their biological parent. This shared care greatly improves cub survival and strengthens the social bonds that hold the pride together. Spotted hyenas are equally attuned to the brief season when wildebeest calves are born almost simultaneously. Hyenas are equally attuned to the brief season when wildebeest calves are born almost simultaneously. Their image as mere scavengers tells only part of the story. They are highly effective predators, capable of bringing down adult wildebeest, zebras, and even young hippos. In fact, an estimated 60 to 95% of their diet comes from animals they hunt themselves. One hyena singles out a newborn wildebeest and weaves through the moving mass of the herd, closing in on the calf. A powerful bite lands on the hip, but the mother reacts instantly. Head lowered and horns aimed forward. She charges the attacker while steering her calf back toward the protective ring of the herd. The Ngorongoro crater is more than an ideal landscape for ambush. It also serves as a natural stronghold for hyena societies. Within an area of less than 15 square miles, densities can reach nearly 470 individuals, among the highest concentrations ever recorded. Far beyond the crater, across the open plains of the Serengeti, another relentless hunt unfolds. Spotted hyenas operate with striking coordination, moving with the discipline of a trained unit. Small teams of 3 to 5 break away from the clan, spreading out into carefully spaced positions. Their success relies less on bursts of speed and more on extraordinary endurance. A chase may last from 1 to 3 miles. This is not a sudden strike, but a sustained test of stamina. Hyenas do not need to outrun their prey, only to outlast it. When exhaustion takes hold, the first decisive bites seal the outcome. With jaws capable of exerting over 1,000 pounds of pressure, even a spine can be crushed. Unlike many predators, hyenas leave almost nothing behind. Bones, hooves, cartilage, and even teeth are broken down and consumed. Ecologically, they rank among nature's most efficient recyclers. By eliminating remains entirely, they reduce disease risks, return nutrients to the soil, and help maintain the balance of the savanna ecosystem. The plain zebra carries a coat marked by a pattern found nowhere else in nature. No two individuals share the same arrangement of stripes. This uniqueness not only helps researchers identify them, but also allows zebras to recognize one another within herds numbering in the thousands. Amid the apparent chaos of the savanna, these stripes act like a personal signature. Why zebras evolve such markings has intrigued scientists for decades. When they cluster together, the stripes visually overlap, creating a shifting illusion that makes it difficult for predators like lions to single out a target. Recent studies also suggest that the polarized light reflected by the stripes disrupts the navigation of horseflies and biting flies, lowering the chance of insect attacks. Beneath the bold black and white contrasts is an animal built for endurance. A plain zebra can reach speeds of nearly 64 kilometers per hour. During the Great Migration, their role is far more than that of followers. They move ahead of the herds, feeding on coarse, dry grasses and clearing the way for fresh, nutrient-rich shoots that later sustain millions of wildebeest. Their journey is shared, and their survival is tightly linked. This strategy allows zebras to cross landscapes low in nutrients while quietly shaping the ecosystem itself. Satellite tracking has recorded more than 250,000 zebras taking part in this annual movement. Their hippocampus, the brain region responsible for spatial memory, is especially well developed, enabling them to navigate vast distances with remarkable accuracy. At the center of the Ndutu Plains lies Lake Ndutu, a highly alkaline body of water where pH levels can rise to 10.5. While these conditions are inhospitable to most aquatic species, the lake's high sodium carbonate content creates an ideal setting for microalgae such as spirulina to thrive. These algae form the primary food source for vast flocks of flamingos that arrive with the seasonal rains. During years of heavy rainfall, Lake Ndutu can become a gathering point for hundreds of thousands of lesser flamingos, the smallest of all flamingo species. They are also the most numerous, with an estimated population of over 2.2 million across East Africa. Despite their fragile appearance, these birds are highly resilient, flourishing in extreme environments marked by alkaline waters, heated mud, and intense climatic conditions. Their diet is made up almost entirely of cyanobacteria and diatoms, organisms rich in carotenoids, the pigments responsible for their distinctive pink-orange coloration. Their curved bills contain more than 10,000 fine filtering plates, enabling them to strain water up to 20 times per second. This remarkably efficient feeding system stands as one of nature's most sophisticated biological filtration mechanisms. The puff adder is one of Africa's most well-known venomous snakes and a master of ambush. Its name comes from a distinctive defensive display when threatened. It inflates its body and releases a loud, explosive hiss. Long, hinged fangs drive deep into the flesh of its target, delivering venom that can cause severe tissue damage, blistering, and without medical treatment, even the loss of a limb. According to the World Health Organization, this species is responsible for more human fatalities than any other snake in Africa. Yet even with its potent venom and near-perfect camouflage, the puff adder yields to an unexpected opponent, the secretary bird. Named for its gray plumage and the long feathers at the back of its head that resemble old-fashioned quill pens, this bird breaks the mold of typical raptors. Rather than hunting from the sky, the secretary bird is a specialized ground predator. It is especially famous for its ability to hunt and kill snakes, including highly dangerous species such as cobras and puff adders. Each powerful strike of its long, scaled legs delivers a force several times its own body weight in a fraction of a second. These blows are not only fast, but precisely aimed, most often targeting the head or neck, allowing the bird to neutralize its prey with remarkable efficiency. With every heavy stride that presses deep impressions into the soil, the commanding outline of the African savanna elephant comes into view. Its sheer size and overwhelming strength make it an animal few dare to challenge, so formidable that even Nile crocodiles tend to keep their distance. This species is the largest land mammal on Earth with adult males standing over 4 meters tall and weighing well beyond 15,000 pounds. Its massive ears, shaped much like the African continent itself, fan constantly through the air. Beneath the thick skin lies an intricate network of blood vessels that helps release excess heat, acting as a natural cooling system. The trunk, astonishingly flexible and powerful, contains more than 40,000 muscles and serves countless purposes, from drawing up water to communicating and handling food. As the herd approaches the Grumeti River, their goal is not only to drink, but also to assess the hidden dangers within its murky waters. Adults pause for long moments, scanning the surroundings with careful attention. The calves, fragile and easily startled, are guided into the center as larger individuals form a protective ring around them. Every decision is shaped by the experience and memory of the matriarch, the oldest female in the group. A fully grown elephant must consume roughly 150 kilograms of vegetation and more than 50 gallons of water each day. When grasslands dry out, their curved tusks are used to dig shallow wells, reaching underground water that sustains both the herd and other animals. Those same ivory tusks, symbols of power and grace, also mark a profound tragedy. They are the reason thousands of elephants are killed illegally each year. Yet despite this threat, elephants remain essential to the balance of the Serengeti. They are true architects of the landscape. What they leave behind is far more than waste. Elephant dung is rich in nutrients and scattered with seeds. Carried across vast distances, in this way, each passing herd helps new trees take root and supports the long-term renewal of the savanna. After crossing the Grumeti River, the vast wildebeest herd presses on in search of fresh grazing grounds. But ahead lies a predator unlike any other one that has mastered cooperation to an extraordinary degree: the African wild dog. At first glance, they appear almost like living mosaics, their coats marked with irregular patches of black, white, tan, and gold. No two individuals look alike. These distinctive patterns help them blend into the surrounding vegetation. But camouflage alone is not what defines their success. Their long, lean legs are built for endurance. With only 4 toes on each foot and no dew claws, their limbs reduce drag and conserve energy during extended chases. Large rounded ears swivel constantly, acting as highly sensitive receivers that pick up distant sounds across the open plains. When a hunt begins, a small group breaks away to identify a target. They start with a steady trot, forcing the chosen animal to burn energy over time. As the pursuit unfolds, different pack members rotate in and out, maintaining relentless pressure without exhausting any single hunter. The turning point comes when the prey hesitates for just a fraction of a second. In that instant, the entire pack surges forward, reaching speeds of over 60 kilometers per hour. The formation tightens with remarkable precision, each dog moving in sync, guided by instinct and experience shaped over countless generations. According to research from the Wildlife Conservation Society, African wild dogs succeed in roughly 70 to 90% of their hunts, the highest success rate among large carnivores. Their dominance is not built on sheer strength, but on flawless teamwork and unity. The marabou stork, often called the Undertaker bird, earns this name not only from its somber appearance, but from its crucial role as one of nature's most efficient recyclers. Its bare head and neck are a vital adaptation, preventing bacteria and decaying fluids from clinging to feathers when it feeds on carcasses. If these areas were feathered, harmful organic matter could easily accumulate and lead to serious infections. This species ranks among the largest flying birds on land. A marabou stork can stand nearly 1.5 meters tall, with a wingspan that stretches well beyond 3 meters. Despite its imposing size, it remains relatively lightweight thanks to the hollow structure of the bones in its legs and feet. Once airborne, it can soar to altitudes exceeding 4,500 meters, gliding effortlessly for long periods as it scans the landscape for remains. Marabou storks often work alongside vultures as part of the savanna's cleanup crew. While vultures tear through tough hide with their hooked beaks, the marabou uses its long, heavy, wedge-shaped bill to reach deep into body cavities, accessing tissue left behind. Together, they ensure that little is wasted and that the cycle of renewal continues. A small antelope keeps pace with the immense wildebeest herds as they cross the open plains. To watchful predators, especially cheetahs, it appears to be an inviting target. This is the Thompson's gazelle. In a landscape where survival hinges on speed and awareness, it embodies a balance of elegance and vulnerability that endures within the harsh reality of the savanna. Its true defense is remarkable athleticism, capable of reaching speeds close to 56 miles per hour. The gazelle pairs sheer velocity with sudden, precise changes in direction that force even the fastest hunters to anticipate every move with care. When danger draws near, it launches into stiff vertical leaps, lifting all four legs from the ground at once. This behavior, known as stotting, serves both as a warning to predators and a display of strength to others nearby. The Thompson's gazelle does not set the course of the migration. Instead, it stays along the edges or toward the rear of the moving herds, not out of fear, but strategy. From these positions, it remains less conspicuous, conserves energy, and still takes advantage of the routes cleared by larger animals ahead. Small in stature, yet essential, the Thompson's gazelle plays a crucial role in the savanna's fragile ecological balance. Each stride is a reminder that even among giants, the survival of the smallest helps maintain the rhythm and stability of the landscape. The leopard moves through the savanna alone, quiet, cautious, and unseen. It survives not through numbers or dominance, but through concealment and perfect timing. This is a predator built on contrasts, a compact frame carrying remarkable strength, paired with an ability to disappear almost completely. Unlike lions, leopards avoid direct conflict. Their survival depends on remaining unnoticed. The rosette patterns of their coat break up their outline, blending seamlessly with dappled light in the trees or the shadows cast by rocks, making them masters of natural disguise. In near silence, the leopard studies its surroundings, measuring distance and opportunity with patience and precision. One of its most striking abilities is the power to haul prey far heavier than itself into the branches of a tree. This feat reflects not only strength, but refined skill. Its climbing ability, both upward and downward, is enhanced by an unusual anatomical adaptation, exceptionally flexible ankles. Unlike most cats, a leopard can rotate its rear ankles almost 180 degrees. This allows it to grip tree trunks with its hind claws while descending head first, maintaining remarkable balance and control. With this advantage, trees become both secure escape routes and nearly inaccessible storage sites. Leopards do not share their kills. They drag their prey into the canopy, where they can feed in safety, beyond the reach of scavengers such as hyenas and lions. More than a hunter, the leopard is a tactician, an embodiment of intelligence and adaptability in the African wilderness. Solitary life demands constant awareness. There is no pride to rely on. Every hunt, every meal is earned alone. Females raise their cubs without assistance, hiding them in dense cover or secluded shelters to keep them safe. Even so, survival is never guaranteed. Cubs and adults alike face threats from larger predators. Yet among Africa's big cats, the leopard is the most versatile. It occupies open grasslands, thick forests, and rugged mountain slopes alike. This adaptability explains its wide range, while also forcing it to coexist with more dominant predators, sharpening its skill at avoidance over confrontation. Stealth, quiet strength, and calculated intelligence define the leopard, a hunter both formidable and elusive, unseen until the moment the hunt is complete. Chimpanzees emerge from the dense, rain-soaked greenery, moving deliberately through the forest understory. Their search focuses mainly on ripe fruit and seeds, though at times they coordinate to hunt small primates. The tools they use may appear simple, but their behavior goes far beyond instinct. It is shaped by learned tradition. Each chimpanzee community develops its own set of techniques, passed down across generations. Some groups become adept at cracking nuts with stones, while others specialize in using sticks to extract termites from their mounds. Every troop functions as a living archive of shared knowledge. Sticks probe hidden spaces, stones break open tough shells, and natural cavities along tree trunks or stream banks provide access to food otherwise out of reach. Research published in 2024 shows that chimpanzees do not rely on single tools alone. They plan ahead, carrying and using multiple tools in deliberate sequences to solve complex feeding challenges. Their diet is dominated by ripe fruit, which accounts for more than 60% of their foraging activity. Leaves, seeds, and insects such as ants and termites make up the remainder. During the rainy season, forest productivity surges. Fruit becomes plentiful, movement increases, and chimpanzees form temporary groupings, adjusting their social structure to take full advantage of the seasonal abundance. High above the forest floor, another hunter keeps watch from the bare limb of a tree. This is the martial eagle, an imposing raptor with a wingspan that can approach 2.6 meters, making it the largest bird of prey in Africa. From this vantage point, its exceptional eyesight scans the canopy for young monkeys or large birds moving through the foliage. Once a target is selected, the descent is swift and exact. At this time of year, warm air rising from the land creates powerful updrafts that the martial eagle uses as natural aerial highways. Riding these currents, it can glide for hours across its hunting range with minimal wing beats, conserving energy as it surveys the landscape below. Within the forest ecosystem, this eagle plays a crucial role by regulating populations of smaller birds and insect eaters. It functions as the apex predator of the skies, maintaining balance in much the same way large carnivores do on the ground. Yet, despite its dominance in the air, the species faces growing vulnerability. Since 2020, the International Union for Conservation of Nature has listed the martial eagle as endangered, a reminder that even the most powerful hunters are not immune to the pressures shaping the modern world. As the sun sinks behind the burning African horizon, the battlefield of survival slowly settles. After relentless chases, sudden ambushes, and moments where life and death are separated by a single heartbeat, the land returns to an uneasy stillness. Here, every breath is earned, and survival is never a gift, it is a victory claimed through endurance. In this unforgiving world, some lives are lost so that countless others may continue. It is a harsh yet essential rule, one that has preserved the balance of the wild for thousands of years. The resilient press forward, the vulnerable fade away, and the endless cycle prepares to begin again with the first light of dawn. Between beauty and brutality, this untamed land continues to tell its story, a story shaped by instinct, resilience, and an unbreakable will to endure. Africa remains alive, not because life is easy here, but because it refuses to surrender. On Africa's endless grasslands, where massive herds shake the earth and danger never fades, every living creature exists one step away from survival or collapse. Here, strength alone is never enough. Success belongs to those who combine instinct, timing, awareness, and a moment of rare fortune. At the start of a pursuit, it appears inevitable. The predator closes in. The odds seem fixed. But the savannah writes no simple stories. When an animal is cornered and all escape routes vanish, desperation becomes power. In that instant, fear transforms into resistance, muscles tighten, instincts sharpen, and life fights back with everything it has left. There are no permanent rulers in the wild, no roles written in stone. Only those who seize the exact moment can change their fate. And now we leave the question to you. Do you believe prey can sometimes defeat its predator and rewrite the ending of the hunt? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Beneath the relentless heat of the African savanna, where the landscape glows in shades of gold, a quiet drama begins. Movement is barely visible as shapes press low against the grass. A coalition of lionesses waits, patient and focused. Their attention is locked on a grazing herd of zebras nearby. From a predator's perspective, zebras often seem straightforward prey, social animals without claws or fangs, dependent on awareness and escape. one juvenile steps slightly away from the safety of the group. Smaller and less experienced, it appears vulnerable. But appearances in the wild can be deceiving. As a lioness closes the distance, the young zebra reacts with astonishing speed. Both hind legs launch backward in a sudden, forceful kick, striking with unexpected precision. The predator hesitates, momentarily disoriented. In that instant, the balance of the hunt shifts. Survival here is not dictated solely by raw power or speed, but by instinctive responses refined over evolutionary time. These split-second decisions are the visible outcome of ancient biological programming. Instinctive behavior consists of genetically hardwired action sequences executed flawlessly without prior learning. They activate automatically when specific threats are detected, allowing animals to respond faster than conscious thought would allow. The zebra's kick is not an act of improvisation. It is an innate motor pattern activated instantly when danger approaches from behind. Such behaviors are highly specialized and inflexible, designed for a single objective: survival. Reflexes function alongside these instincts, operating through rapid neural circuits that bypass deliberate processing altogether. Crucially, the effectiveness of this defense does not depend on defeating the predator outright. A precise impact, delivered at the right moment, is often enough to interrupt the attack and create an opening for escape. Zebras possess exceptionally strong hip and thigh musculature, among the most powerful of any grazing mammal. Their hooves, dense and durable, concentrate force into a small impact area, amplifying the effect of each strike. When a predator approaches from the rear, the zebra can adjust its kick trajectory straight back or slightly angled depending on the attacker's position. biomechanical studies of equus species estimate that an adult zebra's kick can exert between 4 to 506,000 newtons of force. Such power can result in serious injuries if contact is made with sensitive areas such as the head or torso. Long-term field research in ecosystems like the Serengeti and Masai Mara has recorded lionesses bearing facial trauma after misjudging their approach. Skilled predators learn this lesson early. Timing and distance are everything, and one mistake can change the outcome of a hunt. Yet the kick is far more than a reflexive motion. It is the product of an instinct shaped and refined over generations. A young zebra may not strike with perfect accuracy, but the impulse to lash out when danger approaches from behind is present from the moment it is born. As time passes, experience transforms that impulse into precision. The zebra learns when to deliver the kick, how to aim it, and where to flee once the opening is created. It is a powerful fusion of instinct and learning. Among highly intelligent animals such as elephants and primates, this process goes even further. Defensive behavior can include learned strategies, the use of tools, and even imitation of others, revealing that survival in the wild is not static, but constantly shaped by experience. Towering above the African plains, the giraffe is the tallest animal ever to walk the land, and one of the most striking symbols of the savanna. Standing up to 6 meters tall and weighing more than a metric ton, the giraffe's long neck, stretching as much as 2.4 meters, is built from just 7 cervical vertebrae, the same number found in humans, but extended to extraordinary lengths. Its golden coat, broken by bold geometric patches, blends seamlessly with sunlit grasslands and dry shrubs. Giraffes survive on a diet of flowers, shoots, and leaves from thorny acacia trees. Their dark, flexible tongues, nearly half a meter long, coil effortlessly around sharp branches, while thick saliva neutralizes toxins that make this foliage inedible to most grazers. They roam roam the open savannas and sparse forests of Kenya, Tanzania, and Botswana, where long sight lines allow them to detect danger well in advance. Though they appear calm and slow-moving, giraffes possess a defense system few predators dare to challenge. Their legs, tall and solid like stone pillars, deliver tremendous force. A single forward strike can unleash thousands of newtons of impact powerful enough to break bone or kill a full-grown lion with a precise blow to the head. Sometimes, the giraffe swings its legs sideways, carving out an escape route, a movement very different from the rear kicks of zebras. From its elevated vantage point, the giraffe also serves as a living watchtower, spotting threats far across the plains. In one recorded encounter, an adult giraffe outran and exhausted two lionesses within moments, forcing one to abandon the chase entirely. A frontal strike from a giraffe can be devastating. When its forelegs slam straight down, the hardened hooves become crushing weapons. A well-placed impact to the skull of a predator can result in fatal injuries ranging from head trauma to spinal collapse or internal bleeding, often ending the fight in minutes. Rear kicks, on the other hand, are used to repel attackers approaching from behind. These powerful blows can hurl predators several meters away and are often delivered with deadly intent, particularly when defending a calf. While zebras kick primarily to create an opening to flee, giraffes strike with the purpose of eliminating the danger. There are documented cases where a single defensive blow from a giraffe proved fatal to a lioness that attempted to close in from the side. The giraffe's hooves, spanning 30 to 35 centimeters and lined with hardened, razor-like edges, do far more than bruise. A sideways impact can rip through the abdomen, shatter the spine, or cause the lungs to collapse. This reaction is not calculated. It is instinctive, triggered by sudden movement nearby. It is a built-in survival response refined by evolution. Even lions, among the most formidable predators on Earth, are cautious when facing a fully grown giraffe. Their only real chance lies in forcing it to the ground, usually by jumping onto its back or destabilizing the rear legs. Because as long as the giraffe remains on its feet, every kick is a potential killing blow. Size is not a luxury shared by all prey. Many smaller ungulates do not possess the power to confront their hunters directly, forcing them to depend on different survival mechanisms to escape death. An impala approaches the water's edge with caution. Without warning, a Nile crocodile bursts from below and seizes it. The reptile seems inexperienced, unable to pull its struggling prey beneath the surface. Caught at the shoreline, the impala fights desperately, first attempting to escape, then stiffening its body when it realizes resistance is its only chance to avoid drowning. As soon as the crocodile's grip loosens, the impala releases a final surge of energy, leaps free and bolts away. But survival in the wild rarely follows a single threat. At that exact moment, a leopard appears. Silent and precise, it is among Africa's most efficient predators. Yet even it can be stopped by one unlikely opponent, the Cape porcupine. The Cape porcupine holds the title of Africa's largest rodent, reaching up to 30 kilograms in weight. Its stocky frame, short limbs, and coarse black hair give little hint of its true strength. That power lies in its formidable coat of quills, one of the most effective defensive adaptations found in mammals. Covering its back and sides are thousands of rigid keratin spines, some exceeding 35 centimeters in length. The shorter quills near the head form a dense shield, while the longer, hollow spines along the back combine strength with flexibility. When danger approaches, the porcupine erects its quills, producing a distinctive rattling sound that serves as a universal warning signal. This species is native to dry savannas and open forests throughout southern and eastern Africa. Active mainly at night, it feeds on underground plant parts, fallen fruit, bark, and occasionally bones, which supply minerals that help maintain the strength of its spines. Though slow-moving, the porcupine relies on confidence rather than speed. When threatened, it pivots swiftly, raises its quills, and swings its tail with precision. Leopards, despite their skill, are its primary natural predators. In one encounter, a leopardess hunting with her cub observes the youngster approach too closely. The porcupine stands its ground, spines fully raised. The cub hesitates and retreats. The mother attempts to outmaneuver the rodent but finds no safe angle of attack. These reactions are driven by deeply ingrained instincts, reinforced by rapid reflex pathways. Even slight pressure activates an immediate defensive response. Eventually, the leopard withdraws, forced to sit and carefully remove embedded quills. There are many documented cases of large predators dying days later from infections caused by such wounds. After the confrontation, the savanna settles once more into silence as survival claims another chapter. In the broken shade of acacia trees, a group of lions rests quietly. Their sunlit bodies shimmer against the pale grasses as evening approaches. Dust drifts through the air, heavy with the scent of strength and territory. But among these symbols of dominance lies something unexpected, a small, rounded form, smooth and reflective, like forged metal. This object is no stone. It is a perfectly sealed ball of overlapping scales, fitted together with extraordinary precision. While other prey species rely on spines or speed, this animal leaves nothing exposed. The ground pangolin of Africa, scientifically known as Temminck's pangolin, inhabits dry savannas and open forests from the southern regions of the continent to eastern Africa. Reaching up to 1 meter in length and weighing around 15 kilograms. It is protected by thick keratin scales, dense, durable, and far stronger than they appear. These scales overlap in layers similar to traditional armor, joined by flexible skin that allows the animal to move freely or lock itself into a tight defensive position. When threatened, the pangolin instinctively curls inward, hiding its head and limbs, transforming into an almost impenetrable sphere. This reaction is one of the oldest known defensive strategies among mammals, preserved for over 40 million years. The pangolin is solitary and active only at night, feeding exclusively on ants and termites. Its elongated tongue, often longer than half its body, allows it to reach deep into insect colonies hidden below ground. Each year, a single pangolin consumes tens of millions of insects, helping to maintain ecological balance and protect vegetation. Its strong forelegs and curved claws are designed for excavation, while its armored scales shield it from bites and acidic secretions. As it moves, the pangolin arches its body and walks primarily on its hind limbs, rocking gently an animal that carries its protection wherever it goes. When a lion tries to force it open with its paws, the pangolin's real resilience becomes evident. The claws scrape, but the scales hold firm. The initial surge of predatory drive slowly gives way to irritation as time passes. pangolin does not struggle. It remains motionless, muscles locked, resembling a silent, breathing boulder. Its survival strategy is not resistance, but complete immobility. Only once the predator loses interest and withdraws does the pangolin carefully unfold. It stretches its neck, steadies itself. And departs calmly, leaving subtle impressions in the dust behind. This protective shell is an evolutionary masterpiece, but also a fatal disadvantage. While it renders the animal nearly untouchable in the wild, it offers no defense against humans, but who can capture it effortlessly and feed the demand of illegal markets. Ironically, the very perfection of this adaptation has become a liability in the modern age. In the natural world, survival is shaped not by raw power alone, but by a fine interplay of instinct, neural reflexes, and adaptive behavior. From devastating kicks to scale-covered bodies built like living armor, each species contributes its own solution to the fragile balance between predator and prey. It is this balance, violent yet remarkably precise, that defines nature as both merciless and, in its own way, deeply just. The African buffalo is one of nature's most effective examples of group defense. Among Africa's large herbivores, few inspire as much caution. A fully grown adult can weigh between 500 and 900 kilograms. With a thick territorial, powerful body that moves across the savanna like a rolling mass of muscle. A direct charge is capable of lifting a lion off the ground, often leaving the predator badly injured. The buffalo's signature weapons are its heavy, curved horns, which extend outward before angling upward into sharp points. In males, the horn bases merge into a dense bony shield known as the boss, forming a protective barrier across the skull. Combined with tough, leathery skin, this anatomy makes it difficult for predators to deliver a decisive bite. But what truly sets the buffalo apart is its personality, unpredictable, aggressive, and unwilling to yield. Unlike domesticated buffalo species, the African buffalo has never lost its wild edge. It shows little fear of humans, lions, or any perceived threat, and retreat is rarely an option. As a result, lions are usually successful only when working together and isolating a single buffalo from the herd. In most other situations, the attempt can turn deadly. When buffalo move as a group, they form a tightly packed front, advancing with purpose and readiness to defend. Because frontal attacks are ineffective, lionesses often target the rear, attempting to disrupt balance and force a fall. Yet this strategy frequently collapses. Rather than fleeing alone, a threatened buffalo runs toward its herd where assistance is almost certain. Within moments, hunters can become the hunted, confronted by a solid barrier of horns. When a calf is targeted, the response is even more intense. The mother's reaction triggers a wave of defensive behavior throughout the herd. In buffalo societies, these responses are reinforced through collective learning, allowing the group to function as a single, coordinated unit when danger arises. The Chacma baboon offers one of the clearest examples of collective defense among African mammals. As the largest baboon species, it lives in complex social troops that can include dozens or even hundreds of individuals. Their structure is deliberate. Powerful males guard the front and rear during travel, while females and juveniles remain safely enclosed within the group. These primates are adaptable omnivores, consuming fruits, seeds, insects, and occasional animal matter. Their primary natural threat is the leopard. In the southern African bush, as daylight fades, a leopard advances quietly through cover, unaware it is approaching a highly organized force. Unlike social predators, leopards hunt alone. They rely on stealth, concealment, and sudden violence. In regions like Kruger National Park and the Okavango Delta, most leopard ambushes originate from low trees or dense shrubs, equipped with powerful forelimbs and a crushing bite. The leopard strikes when alertness wanes, but this hunt takes a different turn. An adult male baboon senses something unusual. No movement is visible, yet an unfamiliar odor triggers concern. Baboons have excellent sensory perception, and their communication system is highly specialized. A single alarm call rings out short, sharp, and unmistakable. Each predator has its own acoustic warning, and the call for a leopard is unique. Even young baboons with no prior encounters recognize the signal instantly and flee to safety. Before the leopard can close the distance, the troop has already shifted formation. Large males step forward, standing tall, fur raised, voices echoing across the brush. One advances boldly, followed by several others. This behavior is known as mobbing, a coordinated response designed to overwhelm a predator psychologically and eliminate the advantage of surprise. Faced with multiple defenders, the leopard hesitates. The baboons do not seek to defeat the predator physically. Their goal is disruption. What sets them apart is their social intelligence. They cooperate, assess threats collectively, and respond as a unified system. Studies suggest that decisions within large troops emerge from shared experience rather than dominance alone. The troop acts as an information network, processing signals in real time. In an environment where seconds determine survival, baboon defense relies on awareness, memory, and coordination as much as physical strength. This combination makes them formidable opponents, and often it is the unity and intelligence of the prey that compels the predator to withdraw silently, abandoning the hunt before it truly begins. The white rhinoceros is among the largest land mammals still walking the earth, surpassed only by the elephant. An adult can weigh anywhere from just over a ton to more than 2,400 kilograms, stretch nearly 4 meters in length, and stand over 1.8 meters tall at the shoulder. Its thick, grayish skin reaching up to 5 centimeters acts as a natural shield. Despite its name, the word white does not refer to color, but comes from the Old Dutch word wide, describing its broad, flat mouth perfectly designed for grazing. This giant carries 2 horns made of keratin. The front horn typically measures between 60 and 90 centimeters, though some individuals exceed 1.5 meters. These horns serve both as defensive weapons and as tools in dominance contests between males. Long, mobile ears rotate nearly 180 degrees, while small, side-set eyes provide a wide view of the savanna, where danger can emerge from any direction. A highly specialized herbivore, the white rhino consumes between 40 and 60 kilograms of grass every day. Using its wide lips and powerful neck muscles, it crops vegetation close to the ground without uprooting it, unlike the black rhinoceros, which relies on a hooked lip to browse leaves. It favors open savannas with short grasses, scattered shrubs, and shallow wetlands, ranging from southern Africa to Kenya. Access to water is essential. The rhino drinks daily and regularly wallows in mud to cool down, deter insects, and protect its skin from the sun. Reproduction is slow and demanding. After a gestation period of about 16 months, the female gives birth to a single calf weighing roughly 50 kilograms. young rhino nurses for up to 18 months and remains constantly by its mother's side during its early years. During this time, the normally calm female becomes fiercely protective. When defending her calf, she can charge at speeds of 40 to 45 kilometers per hour. With a sense of smell up to 50 times stronger than that of humans, the white rhinoceros can detect predators such as lions or hyenas from hundreds of meters away. When threatened, it does not warn or retreat. It lowers its head, lines up its horn, and charges with overwhelming force. A single impact can exceed 10,000 newtons, enough to hurl even large predators into the air. When a pride of lions closes in on a mother rhino and her calf as they graze, the young one does not flee. Instead, it stays pressed close to its mother, eyes locked on the surrounding predators. When a lioness suddenly lunges forward and sinks her claws into the calf's shoulder, the young rhino releases a powerful bellow that echoes across the savanna. Each cry acts as an instant biological signal, triggering the mother's protective response without delay. The female does not strike immediately. She first pivots her massive body, positioning herself between the calf and the threat, horn aimed directly at the attacker. She may appear weary, but at this moment, her purpose is singular and absolute. One deliberate movement, charged with lethal force, is enough. The lioness releases her grip. Though wounded, the calf remains on its feet and continues forward. Falling slightly behind, it turns back and, with its small horn still forming, makes a tentative charge at anything that dares come closer. This is no random reaction, it is learned behavior, passed from mother to offspring as part of its natural upbringing. Moments later, the lions, tired, frustrated, and outmatched, abandon the encounter and retreat. On the unforgiving plains of Africa, where life is often decided in mere seconds, one truth becomes clear: there is no predetermined ending. When a prey animal is cornered and escape is no longer an option, it does not surrender. It releases every remaining ounce of strength, every ancient instinct, every breath it has left. Because in this vast and untamed arena, survival does not always belong to the strongest, but to the one that seizes the perfect moment. In this relentless world, there are no eternal predators. Only animals that understand a single mistake can turn the hunter into the hunted, and the prey into an unexpected victor. This is the uncompromising law of nature, unpredictable, harsh, and in its own way, profoundly fair. If this journey through the battles of the wild has moved you, inspired you, or taught you something new, consider supporting the channel by liking the video and subscribing. Your support allows us to continue exploring and sharing the most powerful stories the natural world has to offer.